Now let's get to know Supermetrics for Google Sheets a bit better, shall we? Here's our agenda for today. First of all, we're gonna talk about what Supermetrics for Google Sheets is in general. What kind of reports can you create with Supermetrics for Google Sheets? Then you will get step-by-step instructions on getting started. Then we will learn how to run the first queries and setting up triggers, as well as emails. And then as a use case, we'll take a look at creating a budget tracker and alert report with Supermetrics for Google Sheets. And as usual, we'll finish off with an assignment. So, what is Supermetrics for Google Sheets? Supermetrics for Google Sheets is an add-on that allows getting data from Google Ads, Google Analytics, HubSpot, Facebook Ads, and 70 more data sources into Google Sheets in a few clicks. In practice, what you'll get is a sidebar at the side of your Google Sheet where you can build and run queries. You can select any date range and query metrics and dimensions of your choice from the data source.
Hi, this is Michael from Supermetrics. In this video, I'm going to quickly show you how to install the Supermetrics add-on for Google Sheets. To get started, go to the G Suite Marketplace and search for Supermetrics. Then click on the install. Continue to log in with your Google account and allow Supermetrics to access your Google Drive. You can start using the add-on by launching the Supermetrics sidebar in Google Sheets. In this video, I'm going to show you how to log into your data source and start pulling your data to Google Sheets with Supermetrics. Once you've installed the Supermetrics add-on for Google Sheets, you can find it in the Add-ons menu in Google Sheets. To get started, click on Launch to open the Supermetrics sidebar. Next, in the Supermetrics sidebar, start out by selecting your data source. In this example, we're going to use Google Analytics. Depending on your data source, follow the login process and grant necessary access to Supermetrics. Once you have successfully connected to your data source, you can see it in your Supermetrics sidebar. That's it. You're now ready to start pulling your data from your data source directly to Google Sheets with Supermetrics. In this video, I'm going to show you how to run your first queries and start pulling your data directly to Google Sheets with Supermetrics. To get started, open the Supermetrics sidebar from your Google Sheets add-on. Next, select your data source. In this example, we're going to use Google Analytics as your data source. Continue to select the ad account, view, or property you want to pull data from. Then set the time frame. You can either choose from the list of date ranges or set custom start and end dates. In this example, we're going to look at our monthly website traffic for the first half of 2020. Continue to select your metrics. Here you can see a list of metrics similar to what you would see in the original data source, in this case, Google Analytics. Choose the metrics that are relevant to you. Here we're going to select page views, sessions, users, and transactions. You can also split the data to rows or columns with different dimensions. Here we'll split the data to columns by year and month. With filters, you can further define which data to include in your query. Now we're all set to run the query. Your data will be displayed starting from the cell you've selected in Google Sheets. Finally, click on Get Data to Table. And that's it. Your query is done. Next, we're going to create a new table to look at our monthly page view data. We'll split by page path. Select page view as the metric, split to rows by page path, and split to columns by year and month. For our next query, we'll look at our website traffic per source for the last 30 days. Set the time frame and select the metrics: page views, sessions, users, bounce rate, and average session length. Then split the data by rows by source and medium. And get data to table. If you want to modify your queries, simply click on the cells containing the data. In a few seconds, a tab will open in the sidebar. You can then refresh, modify, or delete the query and data. That's it. Keep running your queries and get your data straight to Google Sheets with Supermetrics. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up triggers to your report using Supermetrics to refresh your queries automatically and send your report straight to your inbox. In your Google Sheets report, go to the Supermetrics sidebar. You can always refresh all your queries manually by going to the sidebar menu and clicking on Refresh All Queries. To set up automated refreshing, click on Schedule at the top of the sidebar. First, select an action for your trigger. You will see options depending on your Supermetrics license. Here we're going to set up a weekly refresh and email trigger to our report available with our Super Pro plan. Next, set the time you'd like the trigger to start the refresh process. You can also make further selections to the report, such as picking which sheets to include and in what format you'd want to receive your report to your inbox. Next, type in the recipient's email addresses. Finally, click on Store Trigger, and that's it. Your queries will now be refreshed automatically, and you'll receive your weekly report straight to your inbox.
Now let's answer the question, what kind of reports can I build in Google Sheets with Supermetrics for Google Sheets? These are typically ad hoc analysis reports. For example, you might query specific metrics or dimensions to answer a specific question. For example, why has my campaign CTR suddenly dropped? And on the slide, you can see an example of such a report. Next, there are reports that involve budget calculations, and these are very, very handy to build in Google Sheets. So these reports would answer the question, how much should I spend on my campaign each day to achieve X clicks or conversions by day X? And now let's get to know our Supermetrics for Google Sheets customers and their success stories. We'll start with Sleeping Giant Media, an agency based in UK. And we will answer the question, how Supermetrics helped this award-winning agency eliminate manual reporting, save time, and grow their business. Sleeping Giant Media is a marketing agency, like I mentioned, and it was founded in 2008. They have a bit more than 50 employees, and their headquarters is based in Kent. So Sleeping Giant Media started using Supermetrics for Google Sheets add-on, and their reporting process has shortened from 7 days to only a few hours. The team uses Supermetrics both for their client reporting and for their internal reporting. They were managed to eliminate the manual work completely, and now they're planning to focus only on Google Sheets reporting, but the team is also looking into Supermetrics for BigQuery to elevate their marketing reporting. So here's a story of Sam, a marketer from Sleeping Giant Media. So Sam's issue was that he needed to create reports for his clients fast, and that reports should have had accurate data. However, the problem was that it was very, very challenging to build these reports, as it took hours to get metrics into one place from all different data sources. He spent a good 2-3 days a week on reporting, and by the time it was Thursday and the client needed the reports, he would just only finish building his last report. He had a lot of manual work he was doing, and he was very, very tired because of it. So when Sam started using Supermetrics, his reporting improved a lot. Because instead of 2 or 3 days, it only took him a few hours to get all the data in place, so he could spend more time on designing beautiful templates, designing beautiful dashboards, and communicating with clients about their needs. Now, let's take a look at our assignment for today. So if you are already using Google Sheets for your reporting, or if you'd like to use Google Sheets for your reporting, Supermetrics comes in very handy. Think about these things. How are you currently tracking your campaign pacing budget? And how can Google Sheets be useful in creating reports specifically for your company? Then install Supermetrics add-on, give it a spin, create a report, and make sure to share the report with us.